All right, good evening. Welcome to the 10 o'clock news right here on Channel 49 TV, where we talk about a lot of stuff that's happening in our community right here in Fort Worth, Dallas, and across the country. Definitely want to say a big shout out to everybody out there that's tuning in to us. Shout out to Mark Carter, my mother, Minister Mary Ballard. Shout out to everybody out there that's tuning in to us. Tracy Unique. And also, shout out to everybody out there. Again, this is the new program where we're going to talk about everything that's happening in our community. And there's so much going on. Let's start right now with the biggest thing that is happening all across the country. We got a lot of stuff going on here. I don't know how they got this stuff together. But anyway, there is a lot of stuff going on in Fort Worth. As you know, early voting for the runoff election will be May the 24th through June the 1st. And right now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, it is looking good for us to get the first African-American mayor in Fort Worth. Now, you know, Dallas had one, Arlington had one, even North Richmond Hill and Forest Hill has had a mayor. But Fort Worth has never had a black mayor. So will Fort Worth elect the first African-American mayor? And is it time for us to get the first African-American mayor? And I'm going to tell you that so many people out there are just angry and upset with how the leadership did last year. And so now we have so many people out there that saying, hey, it is time to make a change. And the African-American finally is coming to realize that it is time for a change in Fort Worth. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happened. We are live here at Channel 49 Studio. But again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happened here in Fort Worth, because we do need a new mayor. We do need to elect the first African-American mayor in Fort Worth. And so I'm excited about the new leadership that's coming. And again, we also got to talk about this. Chris Neller is also leading by a little bit, but not by a lot, but a little bit of points against Kelly Elliott Gray. So what does that say about his district over there? We're going to get into that and talk about that. But it's a lot of stuff going on, and we must come together in Fort Worth and start saying there is time for a change in Fort Worth. And the question is, will you be the change? Because we need a change in Fort Worth. And all the way we're going to get that change, we must come together and say, hey, we got to elect the right people in. One of the biggest things that's been going on in Fort Worth is that we have not had enough people that was running for office. And you got to be able to run for office. You got to be able to do the right thing. And this year, I will say, we had 10 people that ran for mayor. Actually, 11 people that ran for mayor. And they had to narrow it down to 2 people. So I'm excited because it is time for a change in Fort Worth. And now that we got Deborah people who is running, she's the leader for now. Is she the leader? And the question is, will she make a difference? And that's what we're talking about here on this 10 o'clock news tonight. Every night at 10 o'clock starting tomorrow, we will talk about very important topics, interviews with different people, because we want to be able to get the word out and let people know what's going on. So starting tomorrow, we will have the victory of having people on the show to talk to us about these different campaigns, because if she be elected as the first mayor, what do you think that Deborah people will do? One of the biggest things that she talked about is she's big on transportation. She's very big on transportation. She talked about that. She's been on my other TV show, and she talked about why it's so important for us to be able to get the transportation. And she is right. We do need more public transportation here in Fort Worth. And that's her baby, because she talked about how important it is for us to be able to get that transportation taken care of. So I am definitely in agreement with her that we must get the public transportation fixed. And another thing she talked about is the importance of our community. What is important? We'll talk about that coming up next. I don't like that. We got to keep up very well on time. We got to keep up on time. Okay. We got to keep up on time. We do this one.